Hello beautiful people of the internet, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah if you're new here, and I am so excited that you joined me today. For today's video, we are going to be going through all of the books that I want to get to in the month of February. Guys, I am so excited for the month of February. We have so many things going on in February and so many good books awaiting us. In the beginning of this video, I'm going to be telling you books that I have to read, and then I'm going to go into books that I may read, and then I'm going to pull this guy out. And if you have been a long subscriber of my channel, then you may have remembered him. This is BB-8, and this is my TBR BB-8, and he holds little pieces of paper. And I have switched out the papers from when I used him before, and basically what I did was I went through my entire shelf, my entire physical TBR, and I counted all the books that I haven't read. I wrote them down, and I put them in here. And the reason I did that is because I was finding that I wasn't reading the books on my shelves. I am buying books quicker than I'm reading them off my shelf. So I am finding books that have been on my physical TBR for years. So guess how many pieces of paper are in here? I'll give you a second to guess. We listen and we don't judge. Okay, we listen and we don't judge. There's 354 titles in this BB-8. So that number should tell you right there that we have some business and work to do. So I will be drawing out of him towards the end of the video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in. The first book that I absolutely have to get to in the month of February is for my very own book club, Comfy Cozy. If you are new here, you probably don't know, but I do host a bi-monthly book club called Comfy Cozy Book Club, and we just celebrate all things cozy. I will link my video where I talked all about it down below if you're curious. And our book for February is The Match by Sarah Adams. Guys, I'm so excited to go into this backlist of Sarah Adams. Sarah Adams is literally one of my favorite romance authors of all time, and I just knew in the month of February that I wanted to read a romance book, so here we are. This book follows our main character Evie, and Evie works for a service dog facility where she was matched with her service dog. This does have epilepsy representation in it, and I believe that she meets her love interest through her job. So this does sound so cute, and I just know that with Sarah Adams and her rom-coms, this one is just going to be so good. If you are interested in reading this book with us, please make sure you check out all the links I have down below and joining Comfy Cozy Book Club. The next book I have to get to is also for my Comfy Cozy Book Club, and we are reading through a cozy mystery series this year, and that series is the Noodle Shop Mystery Series, and this is book number 2. This is our February book, and it is called Dim Sum of All Fears. This series follows Lena Lee, who works at her family's noodle shop, and murder seems to take place quite a bit at that noodle shop. I do not know a ton about this one going in. I find that with cozies, I kind of like going in kind of blind, but like I said, we have read book 1, and so we're going into book 2. Again, if you're interested in following along with us, make sure you check out all those links, especially the Discord link. The next book I have to get to is actually part of a readathon, and that is a readathon that my friend Jessie from Reading It Jest is hosting, and it's called the X's and O's readathon. This readathon comes back every year, and I get so excited for it. This year the theme is sugar and spice, and I have decided to be on Team O or Team Sugar, and our buddy read for this readathon is The No-Show by Beth O'Leary. I have read a book by Beth O'Leary before. I can't 100% remember what it was called. I think it was called The Switch. I absolutely loved that book. It wasn't a romance or anything, which I have kind of heard that this one is not necessarily a romance, but it's basically about 3 women that are stood up by the same man. This does sound like a ton of fun, and I cannot wait to read it with everybody participating in the readathon. The next book I plan on reading for that readathon is The 7-Year Slip, and this is by Ashley Poston. So many of my friends have been pushing me to read this book, and I am so eager to get into this book for the mere fact that he calls her Lemon, I'm pretty sure, and that nickname alone just makes me feel like I'm gonna love this book. So basically all I know about this one is that it follows our main character Clementine, who loses her aunt, and then she moves into her late aunt's apartment and finds that she has a roommate. Super excited about this one. And I think that is all the books that I have to get to in the month of February. I may be missing some, but I think I'm caught up on all book clubs and things like that. But I am going to go into the books that I may read in the month of February. The next book I want to get to is basically purely off of vibes that I'm getting from this book. And I have been eyeing this book for a couple of months now, and I am dying to read it for some reason. Nobody's been talking about it, but I have had it on my shelf and I'm just really excited to read it. And that is The Godparent Trap by Rachel Van Dyken. I don't 100% know what this is about. All I know is that the premise is giving me Parent Trap vibes. I believe that's the name of the movie. I'm pretty sure. If it's not, I'll just post a picture of the real movie I'm thinking about right here because it's giving me all of those vibes. And I'm just kind of wanting that right now. The next book, again, is just purely off of I want to read this, and that is A Brush with Love, and this is by Maisie Eddings. This is another romance that has been on my shelf for entirely too long. And I don't know, I just picked this up the other day and I was like, a dentist rom-com? Unique, but okay. I have to read you this sentence because it made me laugh out loud. This is about our main character, Harper, and she meets her love interest, Dan. And it says at the very bottom, it says, blood, gore, and extra long roots? No problem. The idea of falling in love? Torture. So I have a feeling that one of these characters is going to be grumpy, and I'm pretty sure it's the female main character. Another book that I may get to in the month of February is Deceptive Hearts, and this one is by Marlene Chase. This is book number 3 or 4 of the Amish Inn mystery series. I love this sweet little cozy mystery series. Basically, it's following our main character, Liz, who moves to this little Amish town and she opens up an inn. And it's really just her trying to transition into living into this sweet little Amish town, get to know everyone, and also keep her inn afloat. But it's also like these characters are so quirky and so fun, and this really does remind me of just a little small town, because this is exactly how small town people act. Well, minus the murder. There's quite a bit of murder in these. And this one is a Valentine themed one, and I just think that this cover is stunning. Next is a romance that I have been looking forward to since the second book came out, and this one just recently came out like a couple months ago, and that is Daydream by Hannah Grace. This is the 3rd book in the Maple Hills series. The first book was Icebreaker, the second book was Wildfire, and this was book number 3. The reason that I'm so excited about this book is because I am so in love with these characters. I love their friendship and just the friend group they have going on. And this guy right here, his name is Henry, and we have been watching him. If you've been reading this series, we've been watching him since book 1, and this is his story. So I am so excited to see if I'm gonna like this one or not, and I'm hoping I do. And then the next books that I'm going to show you are books that I do not know if I'm ready to go into or not. Okay, I need to continue in these worlds, but I haven't decided which one I'm going to continue in just yet. But I need to continue in them because I am obsessed, quite literally obsessed, with both of these book series. So here's the first one. Because I am still only 3 books into this series, and I am quite literally obsessed with it. This is Defy Me. I believe it's book number 4. I can't remember where I left off. Maybe it's book number 5. Either way, I need to get back to this world. So I'm going to choose either that one or this one. This one I know is probably going to break my heart in half. Here's a fun fact about me, my friends, is that when I know that there's heartbreak awaiting me, I kind of put it off a little bit. Lauren Roberts is just, she's ripped my heart out before, and I feel like she would not hesitate to do it again. The time has come for me to officially draw out of BB-8. As of right now, I have 10 books on my February TBR. So again, some of them are, I might read them. They're not definites. These right here, I really want these to be definite reads for me because I definitely want to get these books read off my shelf. Either I want to read them, DNF them, or get rid of them because there's no reason that I should have 354 books just sitting on my shelf. So that's what we're going to do today. I think I'm going to choose 3. Is that crazy? I feel like that's crazy. I am hoping, you know what I'm hoping? That I choose a book that is already on my TBR. That would be so funny. That would literally be so funny. Okay. There's so many pieces of paper in here. Oh my gosh, here we go. Okay. Okay. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. Excuse my messy handwriting, but it says In a Dark, Dark Wood. And this is by Ruth Ware. In a Dark, Dark Wood. Oh shoot, I can't remember where it's at. I put like the color of the book, but I put B, and I can't remember if that's black. I think it's black. It is. In a dark wood. It's fine. I am excited because I love Ruth Ware. Her newer stuff has not been a hit for me for some reason, but I do really enjoy her backlist. So I've been meaning to get to this one, and it's a thriller. So it kind of will break up all of the romance that I have on my TBR. So I'm excited about it. This is so fun. Okay, I'm going to choose 2 more. Here's my second one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. The anticipation. Wait, I can't look. This is nerve-wracking. Okay, not mad about this one either. If you can see that. Anatomy. Anatomy, a love story. Perfect. Oh shoot, where did it go? This is another problem of having 354 books on your shelf, is that you can't find the books that you're looking for. Okay, I found it. This is a YA historical fiction, romance, horror. I actually don't know a lot about this book. It says a love story. So I think this is like a gothic, yes, it's a gothic tale full of mystery and romance. Girl, that's all you had to say. Okay, last one. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. All right, you look before me. Let me make sure it's upside. It's done. You look before me. What does that say? No way did I just pull a Colleen Hoover out of here. Ugly Love. This is a Colleen Hoover that I have yet to read, and I have been very, very hesitant about going into this one. I have heard that this one makes people ugly sob. And if you don't know this about me, I do not love to cry in books. I do not love to cry in general, okay? I like to be happy. I do not like to cry. So this one kind of scares me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, but we're gonna do it. Okay, really quick, I need to show you my TBR because it is the most colorful, most beautiful TBR I think I've ever put together. If I can actually like lift it up. It's quite a few books. Oh my gosh. Look at that stunning stack of books. Isn't that stunning? Like the pastel oranges and pinks and purples. We did so well. How many books is that? That's a lot of books. I'm hoping that I'm going to get to all of these, especially the ones that I have to get to. I have to get to those. But I am excited about the 3 that I chose from BB8. All right, my friends, that is all I have for you today. If you made it this far into the video, please let me know one that you plan on reading in the month of February, and leave me a heart emoji of any kind. Until next time, my friends, remember this world is a better place with you in it, and I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.